Now, my pleasure. My name is Humberto Diaz,
Okay,
and I work for three different medias. One is for the Rock Forces show. The other one is for Kings of Rock and Roll, and as well the other one is for Mosh Crew. We're gonna make this interview for different kind of parts, and hope we can spread the news about your next visit in Mexico City.
very good.
Okay. Well, please tell me about. I know that you belong from Seattle, isn't it? That's correct.
Yes, yes, sir.
I know the story about your band, but as well, I would like to know story about, if you can tell us about the story of your band for the people that doesn't know very well the Accused.
I joined the Accused in 1984. They were already a band. They were kind of more of a punk rock band. And then when I joined the band in 1984, the band started to become a little bit kind of got into that's when the crossover scene started. So we were incorporating the elements of heavy metal with hardcore
and thrash.
And thrash, yes. We released the first record we did was the Martha Splatterhead EP. And then after that, we released the Return of Martha Splatterhead. And then we were signed to Combat Records. And we did a record called More Fun Than an Open Casket Funeral. And that came out in 1986, I believe. And then we did a record called More Fun Than an Open Casket Funeral. More Fun Than an Open Casket Funeral. Then we did The Maddest Stories Ever Told. And that came out on Combat Records as well.
Great. I have a question. You said something about in 1988, if it's correct. It's an album called Martha Splatterheads. It's correct?
Martha Splatterhead's Maddest Stories Ever Told.
Maddest Stories. I would like to underline some point. If it's correct, just let me know. Yes. And for me, was very good because when I was reading all your information and studying all the information about your band, I read that you have a collaboration with a guitar player from Metal Church.
Yes.
Okay, and as well, something makes me a little bit funny. For me, was a little bit funny, is that the rapper here Mix-a-Lot.
Yes.
Work with you. The guy is the guy. If I'm drunk, please let me know. Is the guy that songs the song like the Baby Get Back or Baby Get Back? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Could you please tell us about that album? For me, was cool because you mix the rock and roll, the metal, the hardcore, the thrash, and as well the rap.
Yeah, well, that record we were lucky enough to work with a producer, Terry Date, and Terry Date became much more famous later on. I think he worked with Pantera, and he was really, really huge. So he had worked with he knew the guys in Metal Church, and Kurt Vanderhoof was a guy that lived in Seattle, and he also used to be in a punk band from Seattle called the Lude. So Terry Date called up Kurt Vanderhoof, and he came down and he played the solo on a cover that we did of the song "I'd Love to Change the World" by 10 Years After. And then Terry Date also knew Sir Mix-a-Lot, and he had Sir Mix-a-Lot come down, and Sir Mix-a-Lot did some vocals on a song that we did called "The Maddest Stories Ever Told," which was the theme song for a movie called Spider Baby.
Yeah. How was working with Terry, like producer?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, he was a really great guy. I think that was probably one of the best records that we did as The Accused, and one that we kind of had a bigger budget, and we were in the studio. That was probably the longest time we were ever in the studio. That was probably 7 or 10 days that we were in the studio to record that record.
Wow. Sounds great.
Yeah.
And to work with this kind of legends and starting like that.
Yeah.
It's wonderful, and a wonderful story. I know that you have a record label called Condor, is correct?
Well, so there's the Accused AD, and that's myself, Blaine and Alex Maggot Brain, we were in the Accused. So we stopped playing with the guitar player Tommy Niemeyer, who's the original guitar player of the Accused. And we stopped playing with him about 20 years ago. And since then, he has his own version of the Accused, and he's gone through a whole bunch of different lineups. And he has a new lineup right now, and they just released a song. So we're the Accused AD. So we play the old Accused songs, and then we also record new material as the Accused AD.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
Tell me about your inspiration for your music to play, and as well. I don't know what is your favorite, let's say, subject to speak about it. Like, I don't know, love, violence, politics. What do you like the most?
In the past, a lot of the songs were kind of social issues, like being against child abuse or being against rape, or respecting older people, that don't get it, those groups of people that don't get a lot of respect, as well as horror movies and comic books is kind of what the older songs were about. I don't know. Now I find myself I gravitate more towards I I I have lyrics that are just about war, just because these wars they never seem to end, and there's terrible conflicts and genocides that have gone on across the world over the past 20, 30, 40 years, and people seem to forget what's happened, and there's always seems to be another one. And I think that when I grew up in the 1970s, I think we were promised that we had a peaceful world, that was what we were going to be, that we could look forward to. And
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Yeah.
yeah, and it just doesn't ever seem that we're able to get that peace, that everybody deserves to have.
Thank you. Thanks for letting us know. And another point, it's your first visit to play in Mexico City.
Yes, first time to play in Mexico City.
Okay, why do you take so long to play in this country? Because as well, you have huge fans here. The kind of music that you play, a lot of people still loving it, and we would like to know why.
I don't think we had an opportunity to play Mexico City a few years ago, but we had a tour in Japan that we did. So we had a little miscommunication. So we weren't able to come down. And back in the day, I never knew that bands played in Mexico City or the other places in Mexico. Being from the United States, there used to be the only place that we knew that bands played in Mexico was Tijuana. And there used to be a club called Iguanas in Tijuana that bands would, cross the border and play. But, we always knew that there was a big, metal, hardcore and punk scene in Mexico. But, sometimes you just have to find the right connection to be able to get down there and play. And, luckily we were able to find that right connection.
Yeah, but right now you are going to play in Mexico City, and it's amazing because you are going to play in a place, if I'm right, is called Fuck Up Room.
Yes.
And we are so excited about your next visit to Mexico City, and as well to play to listen you live, because we like your music, but as well the people wants to listen, the one-on-one connection.
Yes, it's always different to see a band live than listen to the records.
Completely. And you're planning to make a new record and a new music for in this year, in 2025?
Yeah, we have a new record coming out. It'll be out in May. It's a split it's a split LP with a band from Wisconsin, and they're called Retox AD. So we've recorded it. The record's getting pressed right now. We're just waiting to get for them to ship us the records.
Oh, okay. It sounds great. And well, it's something that I would like to ask. What do we expect in your shows right now, in the following show of the Accused in Mexico? Which kind of music we are gonna listen to?
We're gonna play
like
songs
of Flesh or By the Hook or I love this song. Fuck sorry, excuse my French, but it's like the title of the song.
Which one? Fucking for Bucks?
Yeah, Fucking for Bucks, and as well, you have another one called Fuck Sorry.
Oh, Fuck Sorry. That was on a record that I don't play on. That's a Tommy Niemeyer record.
Okay.
And
he wrote
that song is about us, where he said,
okay,
fuck sorry, I'm not sorry for being a dick with you guys, so that's what that one's about. Yeah.
That's good, because we would like to listen your new music as well, and how can you mix? We are going to spec in your new album, let's say, different kind of genres like hardcore, metal, thrash, punk. What can we expect about this new upcoming album?
It has all of those. It's just a split LP. So we only have six songs. We do 2 cover songs. One of them is the song "Blood, Guts, and Beer" by a band called Tank. And then the other one, we actually do a cover song of The Accused. We do a song called Martha's Revenge that's on there. And the other songs, yeah, they're kind of a mixture of thrash punk, kind of slow stoner type of stuff. We like, kind of that slow, we're kind of into, we like Black Sabbath, and it's just a mixture.
Okay, and you are planning to have any collaboration in this new upcoming album?
We didn't have to. We wanted to have some other people come and do some tracks with us, but we weren't able to. We kind of ran out of time. We weren't able to do it.
Okay. Well, this is another question that I wrote for you. What do you think about the new marketing tool like social media and well, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and all those media? Because in our times, let's say in that way, we didn't have to promote shows by maybe by posters or radio or TV or something like that. And right now the new generations are having all these beautiful tools. But I would like to know your point of view about this kind of tools to promote shows, to promote the bands, to promote music, because it's completely different.
It is completely different. I think that the tools are really, really great, and they're free, which is good. The hard thing is getting in that algorithm. So you could make a great video, you could do all this great stuff, but if you don't get into that algorithm where a whole bunch of people are able to see what you're doing, and I think that's the hardest part, because there's so many people that are doing it. It's really hard to be seen.
Okay, and this question leads to the other question. What do you think about the artificial intelligence right now? How it's working right now, because you can make a singer, you can make a guitar player just with those kind of tools, and I would like to know your point of view about that.
Shoot, I haven't used it. I don't know. I think we'll probably see, in a year or 2 years. I think there will be some bands that will use that AI just to write a record, so that they don't have to. They can just, I guess you just kind of type in, that I want a song that sounds like, Creator, Black Flag and Exodus, and next thing you'll have the song that'll be made that'll combine all of those elements. I don't know. It's kind of it's weird. We'll have to see what happens.
Okay, let's wait because it's a complicated question. Sorry for that.
But it is very, very complicated.
Very, very complicated to know what's upcoming for the future. But well, and another point. What do you expect in your next visit to Mexico City about the people, let's say the Mexican people, about your fans here in Mexico? What do you expect about in your first visit here?
I've been to Mexico City a bunch of times already myself, and I've met people in Mexico City that are fans of the music that the Accused has made. Um, I think people are going to be very, very friendly. I think they're going to be very excited to see us play, and I think everybody's going to be really warm and welcoming. And we're just looking forward to making new connections, making new friends. I mean, we're going to be there watching all the opening bands, and we're not going to be hiding out and waiting until it's our turn to play. We're there. We're a bunch of friendly guys. We're there to have a good time.
Yeah, you expect that we are gonna have a huge rock and roll here. That's what we wanted. That's what we need right now with all these kind of things that we are having right now here in the country and everywhere. That's cool. Could you please send a message to all the fans here? Invite to the people for your upcoming show here in the Fuck Up Room, please.
What do you want me to say? Come on.
So sorry. Okay, I will say it again. Could you please invite, let's say, send a message to your fans here in this interview, because we are gonna put some shots, inviting the people to the show of the Fuck Up Room, please.
Yeah, hey, people of Mexico City, come on out, see the Accused AD. We're playing live at the Fuck Up Room. We're going to be playing songs off of The Return of Martha Splatterhead, off of More Fun Than an Open Casket Funeral. So we'll play songs off of The Maddest Stories Ever Told and songs off Grinning Like an Undertaker. We're going to get on stage. We're going to bang those songs out, and hopefully we play the songs that you want us to play. Because you know what always happens? We're done playing. It's like, you didn't play, or please play this song. Please play this song. It's like, we can't because we haven't practiced them.
Okay, thank you very much. I don't know if you would like to say another point here in the interview. That's something that you would like to add.
Come out and see us play. And also, if you want to, watch my YouTube channel. It's called Happy Hour at the Wicker Bar, and I make cocktails on YouTube. And I'd really like y'all to join me and be a fan of my YouTube channel.
That sounds great. You have a YouTube channel about cocktails. That sounds great. Could you please tell your social media, please, to the interview, please, about your cocktail, and as well your website and everything, please?
Our website is splatterrock.com. And we my Facebook my YouTube channel is Happy Hour at the Wicker Bar, and on Facebook you can follow us under Toe Tag, because that's our other band, and we have another one called Conundrum Media. And then on Instagram you can follow us on the Accused AD is where we are on Instagram.
Sounds great.
If you want to follow me, I'm Blaine Cook. I'm there on Facebook too, and come on in, join me. I like making new friends and seeing what's going on around the world.
Okay, perfect. You have another project as well you are selling? Another band? You have another band? This is just this.
We have another band. So we have another band. It's called Toe Tag.
Okay.
So we do that as well as the Accused. And you can find Toe Tag. We're on Bandcamp as well.
You produce, you make the lyrics, you make everything.
Yeah. We're just the same band. It's just the songs are kind of the same, maybe a little bit different, but yeah, we're the same guys, and we do Toe Tag as well.
Oh, magnificent.
Yeah.
Okay, Rob. Well, thank you very much for this interview. In your next visit here, I would like to say hello personal, and to make, let's say, this kind of interviews, I like it, but I prefer one-on-one and to shake hands and something different.
Oh, yeah.
But I would like to meet you when you get down here to Mexico City to say hello and to thanks personally this interview. And well, thank you very much. And anything you need, please let us know. Here, my name is Humberto Diaz from the Rock Forces Show, Mosh Crew, and Kings of Rock and Roll.
Okay, muchas gracias, Humberto, and we'll see
placer,
you.
Muchas gracias a ti.
Yeah, we'll see you in Mexico City. We'll have one or two beers.
Yeah, we can make a toast.
Yes, we will make a toast.
My pleasure, and maybe some tequila or margaritas, because I don't know if you drink a little bit of tequila or mezcal.
Maybe just a little teeny bit. I'll drink a little bit.
Okay. That
Yeah.
sounds great, but we can make
Yeah.
it talk.
Yes, we will.
My pleasure.
Okay. Hasta luego.
Thank you very much. Keep
Thank
it
you.
rocking. Thank
Okay.
you. All right.